Hey Brenda, how you doing? Good morning. Lay down, Boner. Lay down. Lay down. Okay. Had to put my sunscreen up so I don't get clashing. Good morning, Lance. How are you this morning, Lance?
Good, Paul. A ton of rain today.
Just after sunrise there, I would imagine.
What time is sunrise? Probably about right now, I guess. It's so dark out that it's raining like crazy.
Ah, it's raining. Akisho, how you doing?
Morning, Brenda. Morning, Warren. I wanted to fly my sphere today, but I don't think I'm gonna get it out.
Gonna get to it. Yeah. Well, not if it's raining.
No. You go fly a ship today?
Yeah, I just got back and I just got it edited. Um, but I don't have it posted yet. I got the Paul Tagurtha, which is the largest ship on the Great Lakes. Was upbound. I suppose while I'm on here and it isn't too busy, I could take and probably put that up online.
I bet you could. That's kind of what I'm doing. I'm putting on a sphere on my Facebook now. That I shot the other day.
Excuse
Bless
me.
you. Big sneeze.
Ooh, again.
Morning, Joe. Morning, Jim. Hey, Joe, were you all moved in yet? Or are you still traveling to Tennessee? I haven't heard a lot about that yet. Admit who? Who is that?
Justin is here. Hello, Justin.
Good morning, Justin. Hey, guess what day it is today, guys?
It's Pizza Friday.
Oh, I thought it was Saturday. It
Gonna be
is.
biting your words here in a couple weeks, Lance.
Justin's on his way home, I take it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and those two girls I had issues with,
Yep.
nothing this morning. Quiet as could be.
No parents.
Nope. They got on the bus, said, "You got your cards?" "Yes, sir."
All right.
Didn't say anything about the seat they were supposed to be sitting in. They sat right down.
And you didn't have to say anything either, right?
Oh, that was me saying it. No, I didn't have to say nothing to them. They listened to me. They said, "Yes, sir," when they got on the bus. So either their mom yelled at them or I scared the crap out of them yesterday. One of the two.
Probably a little bit of both. They told their mom scared the crap out of them and says, "You behave yourself," and so it was a double whammy, I think.
But yeah, they didn't give me any crap this morning.
It's a good thing.
Also, they started making arrests on people speeding now. Florida. They arrested 2 people already for going over 100 miles an hour.
Oh, really?
Yep, it's automatic. From what some people were saying it was up to the officer, but I think it's automatic arrest now because they've been arresting everybody that's been hitting over 100 miles an hour. So.
Did you see in New York City where the cars were doing the swinging around in circles in the middle of the street in front of hundreds of people?
The what were?
In New York City, they were doing the hot rod cars. The young guys were spinning the tires and doing circles in front of people out in the middle of the street.
Oh, you're talking about what do they call it? A shutdown or something like that? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember. There's a slang term that they call it. I just can't think of what it's called.
Good morning, Giggles.
That's completely illegal too.
And Jim.
It's where a bunch of cars go up and they block off the intersections,
Warren?
and then the cars do donuts in the middle.
Yep.
And then you'll have those idiots out there standing around like be doing donuts around them. There's been a lot of people really injured and killed by that.
Jim liked your video, Lance.
Oh, thank you, Jim.
I'm on this bus this afternoon too, so
Oh,
I don't know about next week.
You're on the same bus?
Yeah. They said it was just going to be this morning, but they weren't sure. But I messaged them a little while ago and asked them, "Am I still going to be on this bus this afternoon?" They said, "Yep."
Okay, Joe's waiting on his moving truck. Okay, I'll start reading some of the chat here.
They just don't have anybody, and to get anybody through training is a minimum 5 days because they have to do 3 days of classroom training, and then they have to do 2 full days of training on the bus, trainer stuff.
Morning, Giggles.
So I don't know if they even have anybody in a class or anything right now. The problem is 3 attendants went to bus drivers over the summer, so and they didn't hire anybody else.
Now, you don't have any plan on turning into a bus driver, do you?
Hell no, I don't want to be a bus driver. I'm good. I had to get off the bus and yell at 2 cars this morning because we were coming into the school, one of the elementary schools, and the car line is so ridiculously long at that school that there's an intersection and they're not supposed to block the intersection so the buses can get in and out of the school. And all these cars were just pulled up in the intersection, parked. I got out, started screaming at them. I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing? I was like, you're not supposed to be blocking this intersection. And not only that, they were blocking the crosswalk for the crossing guard.
Did they move?
Yeah, they moved. Or else the bus started screaming at them.
Check down Whitebird, that's on as well. Over.
Jim says hello, Justin.
What's up, Jim? And then we had to do wheelchair inspections today, and one kid, his chair is still messed up. We told him his parents were refusing to take him now because of it. So. Because we're not, we can make the call whether we want to transport somebody with a wheelchair. They're too messed up. Doesn't pass our inspection.
Was it a bad wheelchair?
Oh yeah, he was missing one of the support legs that support the, that keeps it from tipping backwards.
Yeah.
One of the legs was missing off of that, the support leg. One of his arm rests was completely broken. And then the worst thing and the scariest thing was his headrest was missing. And the pole that holds the headrest was only like 3 inches from the back of his head.
Oh, wow.
And I told him, I said, that is extremely dangerous. When I got to the school, I got a hold of one of the administrators. I said, he can't be on the bus like that. I was like, if we got into an accident, that pole in the back of that chair could go right through his head. I was like, that's extremely dangerous.
What'd they say at school?
And then not to mention, he's too big for the chair. The chair's too small for him. He's almost like sliding out of the chair because of it.
Wow.
And he doesn't have a harness on the chair like he's supposed to have. And they said they're going to get up with the parents, and plus we got some inspectors from the county coming out to look at it.
Well, and the other thing too is what they should do is contact some kind of an organization to get him a new chair,
Well, most kids that are disabled like that usually are on some kind of disability, Medicaid. They pay for stuff like that. It's just on the parents to get it done.
Well, see,
Even if you have private
that's
insurance.
my point is the parents are probably taking the money.
Because Medicaid will replace the wheelchair every 2 years.
Yeah.
This is the second year this kid has been in, or the third year this kid has been in the chair. So if he's on Medicaid, he should be able to get a new chair.
Yeah, and that's a county agency. Somebody should contact that agency and say, hey, you need to go out and talk.
Well, the thing is the county has inspectors that work for us that will go out and inspect the chair. And then they'll do a determination off our inspection whether the kid can ride the bus and whether they have to get him a new chair.
What kind of a personality does the kid have? The kid nice or?
No, the kid's fine. There's nothing wrong with the kid. But it's just the chair is really bad. They need to get a new chair for him. But we're refusing to take him until they get a new chair. And then the inspectors are going to go out and double check that. And then they'll, either back us up or they'll say it's okay.
Good morning,
I don't think
Dre.
they're going to say it's okay because there's a lot of problems. So
Dre says, Justin, the school Karen. Well, you're right. You can't be messing around because if anything were to happen, like you said, a stop or whatever, or if that chair flipped backwards for some reason, they'd be suing the ass out of the school district.
Oh, for sure. Well, and not to mention, now it is. They said it is okay if one of the support legs is missing, but my concern and the driver's concern was he's already too big for the chair, and we don't believe that that's one support leg would actually support it if he fell backwards.
Yeah.
So that's was one of our biggest concerns, plus the headrest issue. So.
Well, a headrest is a major.
If he was,
I would imagine if they go out and inspect it, they'd be the first thing they don't do.
I'm 100% positive they'll back us up on all our issues we had with it. So. But they're going to head out there today while he's at school. Take.
So is he at school now?
Yeah.
So they'll come and inspect that at the school, right?
Right, and then they'll come to their houses and do it too. But since he's at school already, they'll go ahead and inspect it while he's at school. But they do make house calls if necessary. Like if we
Yeah.
call them and tell them, you know, that there's an issue, they'll go there at the end of the day. Like if when we drop them off, we say there's an issue, they'll go to their house and do an
Yeah, but
inspection of the house.
since he's already at school, it's convenient for them to come there and check it out, right?
Yeah. And parents can request an inspection too. Like if they're not sure, like what the safety issues might be on a chair, or if they're concerned, they can call the county inspector for the bus depot out there, and he can go over the chair and let them know if there's anything wrong with it or anything like that. If they're not sure themselves. It doesn't cost any. Like they don't charge anything to do that.
Joe's moving to Tennessee and it's going pretty good, I guess.
Joe Leo.
Yep.
The only thing he was complaining about the other day was the weather was. That he brought the Texas weather with him.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back on in a minute. I gotta go in the house.
Okay. All right. We'll see you. So Lance, are you looking forward to going back to school?
No.
I know you're hoping to retire soon.
Yeah. This many is the longest I'm going. This many I'm hoping to go.
Well, the thing of it is you get to be a certain age and stage in life when you're not up to all that stuff, you know?
You know, it's just time. You know, it's like I said yesterday, I'm starting my 43rd year. And yep, I'm just
So if you go 2 years, you'll have 45 years of teaching in.
you know, I could go 7 more.
Have 50 years?
Yeah,
I don't think you could do it, but
no. And I just renewed my certificate, which is good for 5, but I'm not going that long.
well, good for you for being there that long. Now, how long has your wife been teaching?
About 23.
23 years.
We
Okay.
worked for Kodak right out of college. And then she just didn't use her teaching degree. And then about 25 years ago, she said, I'm going to have summers off like you. So she
She went
started,
into teaching. Now,
Yep.
she teach in the same school district or no?
no, a different school district. She teaches in the district that we live in, like Federal Way. And then I teach in Tacoma, which is just south of where we live.
Okay.
And Tacoma is the second, depending on the time of the year, either the second or the third largest school district in the state of Washington. You know, depending on,
I would imagine Seattle is the biggest, right?
yeah, Seattle's the biggest. And then Spokane, us, and Lake Washington is right up there as well. And Lake Washington is just like 10 miles east of Seattle. So it's kind of a suburb.
Suburbia, as they call it.
Yep. How many people is Port Huron? What's the population?
Port Huron itself is about 40,000 population, and the entire area is 100 and some thousand.
Okay. So
Because
it's kind of small.
we've got several suburbs here, and then right to the south you go into Marysville, which is a small city too. So it's the old idea that people, when years and years and years and years ago, they used to live close to one another along the water.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because it's solid population all the way along the road that goes along the St. Clair River.
Yeah. Back in the olden days, it was because that's where the food was.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's because that's where the view is.
Well, Port Huron sits on what used to be an Indian reservation way back when. And then the British showed up and kicked them out.
Hmm.
There's the big to do on the news is the uh, the state of Virginia. There's a school district down there that has decided to defy Trump and allow kids to use whatever bathroom they're comfortable with. Instead of having boys and girls, it's a mix of either or. This
So,
this wokeism just drives me crazy. At my age, I don't understand how they actually rail for certain things.
so there's got to be locks on the doors, you would think. I would think. If I, as a parent, if I had a boy walk into as a girl was in the bathroom, I wouldn't be too happy with that, and vice
Oh.
versa. Now, if the doors are,
And the thing of it is too, in my mind, Joe, we live where the young people are kind of want to push the edges of the envelope. So if they change it to that, there's going to be boys going into girls' locker rooms and girls going into boys' locker room just because I can. I did it. Oh my.
Yeah, that's a nice looking ship. Looks like it's been taken care of.
It's about 1,100 feet long and
What's it usually filled with? Wheat?
coal. It goes to all the power plants and stuff. It can carry wheat, but it's a coal hauler. They 8,000 tons of coal at a time.
And is it empty right now or full?
Yeah, it's headed up. It came down and unloaded down in St. Clair, which is just south of Marysville. There's a big power plant there, and then sometimes it'll go down to Lake Erie and unload at a power plant.
Oh, Paul, by the way, you didn't pin your link in the chat.
Oh, didn't I? Okay. I'll do that. Did I put it in there and just didn't pin it?
Yeah. Which eventually it will get lost in the chat once the chat goes so far. I was just letting you know.
Okay, got it pinned now. All right.
Hmm. Hmm.
Well, I bet over the period of time that you've been teaching, Lance, you've seen a change in the attitude of all the students, right? Every year?
Yes. And I would say, especially since COVID, it's really turned for the worst as far as getting kids to follow directions. You know, because at COVID times they were online and they didn't have to turn their cameras on. So they were sitting in bed, they were playing video games, they were playing on their phone. And we had no idea that well, we knew they weren't listening to us, but um, there's nothing we could do about it. And then they come back and they think, well, we used our phones all day when we were at home. We're going to use them here in school. So the first couple years, no one knew how to combat that, meaning no one being the administration or people downtown. Last year, my principal finally said no cell phones, which gave us some meat to chew on anyway. So when the kids came in and they wanted to pull their phones out, we just said no phones, and they didn't fight back where they did the year before, where they were like, well, who's going to do anything? You know, you say no cell phones, but no one's telling us, you know, meaning the administration aren't telling us what to do. Well, this last year, our principal said no cell phones, which was good because then when we said no cell phones, we didn't get the fight. We didn't get the, you know, the kickback of the kids. They said, well, you know, he's right. You know, the principal said no cell phones, so we need to put them away. So it was much easier. They still took them out, but once we said put them away, at least in my class, they were like, okay, you know, we got to put them away, which was good, but still, you know, I would be saying that every 5 minutes, seriously, or more, every 3 minutes. Put your cell phones away, put your, you know, because you know, three kids will have them out, they'll put them away, but then another three kids will pull them out 3 minutes later, and I would have to say it again.
Well, you just do a collection bin at the door.
You know, and that's something that we would like to do. We also had the paper bag effect. I never did that. That would be, no, that the kids would really fight back. I don't know if any of the teachers did, but our principal said, put them in a paper bag, staple the paper bag shut, and then at the end of the period, they can take them out. Well,
Now, do the kids still carry backpacks and stuff in the schoolroom?
yeah, most of the time, most
Right.
kids.
Depends on school districts too. different
We
ones.
don't have, we have lockers, but I would say 10 kids use a locker, would be my guess.
Like here, some of the schools require you have clear backpacks so you can see everything inside of them. And then some of them, you can't bring nothing but a, you know, like one of those zip up 3-ring binders.
Mhm.
You can't bring you, that's the only thing you can bring with you. That's it. But some of the middle schools, they require if you have a backpack, it has to be a clear one that you can see through. So you can see everything inside their backpack.
Like a clear pack, huh?
Yeah, so it looks just like a regular backpack, but it's just all clear plastic that you can see through. Like a clear rubbery plastic. Yeah, I'll show you what they look like. Let me look one up real quick. So it'd be like this right here. So you can see everything inside the backpack. They can't hide nothing inside of it.
Oh, yeah.
Which a couple of the middle schools here, you'll see all the kids get on the bus and every one of them will have a backpack like that. Like Denison, one of the schools I'm doing today, they
Mhm.
require all see-through backpacks. And then a couple of the middle schools, they don't even allow you to bring backpacks. It can only be those zip-up binders, the little small zip-up binders. And that's it. And then for some reason, the last 2 weeks of school, I don't know why, but they tell kids they're not allowed to bring their backpacks and binders. I don't know why. What the
We
reasoning
do the
behind that
last
is.
couple days, you know, just no reason to bring them.
They tell them the last 2 weeks don't bring them.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it's not even a choice. They're not supposed to bring them at all. Otherwise, they get them taken away at the office till the end of the day. It's pretty much just whatever you can carry on you is all you can take in. They do allow girls to bring purses still, though, only because of the feminine products and stuff. But
So I think it's called a street takeover is what I'm,
street takeover, yeah. Yeah, those have been coming out. Those have been a problem in quite a few states last
yeah,
few years.
for about 10 years.
There's a couple of states where they're really bad, and I know I think California has a problem with those, and so does New York really bad.
Yeah, Washington's finally said, okay, we're going to start arresting people, which is good.
They need to do is just go ahead and say, if you get caught doing it, we'll impound your car and crush it, and see how many of them do it then. And their $50,000 car that their parents are probably paying for gets crushed, and they're still having to make payments on it. We'll see how long that lasts.
Wouldn't that be nice?
But sometimes, like to combat things like that, they need to do extreme consequences for it. Like I said, it's the same thing like running the school bus lights. In North Carolina, they made it $1,500 if you run the school bus light, the first offense. Where most states it's like 100, it might be $200. They went extreme with it. They're just like, we're gonna make it 1,500. For some people that could be 2 weeks' pay right there, 2-3 weeks' pay. They think a lot more before they go running around a bus. Same with them street takeovers. If they decided, we're gonna make a law, first offense, we're gonna impound the car, and it gets crushed, and you get so much fines and everything else. If they just make it a ridiculous freaking punishment, people wouldn't do it. You get a lot less people willing to do that. Even if it's some kid, that may have saved up money for a few years and built his dream car, he's going to think twice before he goes out and does some dumb shit like that if he knows that's what's going to happen. Just like here, like I said, they passed a law not too long ago that if you go over 100 miles an hour, you automatically get arrested for it. And they've already gotten 4 or 5 people in my area for it. They just got 2 more yesterday. Because I think Mark was saying over in the UK, if they catch you street racing, they'll impound and crush your car. And that's almost what they need to do here to combat that stuff. You arrest a 16-year-old kid and they get a little bit of a fine, that might not stop them. They might not give a crap.
Now, what's going on over there with young people? I know that you just ride on the bus, but are young people riding more electric bikes to school?
No, not really. There's still a lot of kids that ride traditional bikes. There's some that ride the electric scooters. At some of the elementary and middle schools, I'll see some of the kids on electric scooters riding them. But there's a lot of them still ride just traditional pedal bikes. I mean, e-bikes aren't cheap. Even a cheap one from Walmart, you're going to pay $400 or $500 for, maybe a few hundred, depending on what style it is, how big it is. But if you're talking about a good e-bike, couple grand minimum. They ain't cheap, and that's for a good one, and that's like the minimum. You could pay up to $4 or $5 grand for an e-bike for a really good one. No, like when I go to there's still a lot of kids that ride bikes to school. Every one of the elementary schools that I go to, their bike racks are packed full when you go by there. Now, you'll see a lot of the same kids riding the same bikes because a lot of their parents get them from Walmart.
The family type of thing.
Well, no, you'll see a lot because Walmart sells so many bikes and they're cheap at Walmart. You'll see a lot of kids riding the same exact bike because they're
The same model.
Yeah, a lot of parents go and buy the same bikes at Walmart. So you'll see like 10 of the same exact bike out in the bike racks. Or the kids will put their names on them with tags, or they'll write it on there with marker or something. So they know whose bike is whose. You don't really see a lot of bikes in the high schools, but the elementary and middle schools, you see a lot of bikes. Like I said, their bike racks will be packed full. But they're all locked fences too. They have their own little like area. They'll put all the kids can pull their bikes in there, and then they'll lock it up for the day. And then at the end of the day, they'll go out there and they'll lock it for the kids to get in there. People don't come by, I guess, trying to steal bikes. Because the kids don't really lock them up. They'll just pull them in there and park them. But I wouldn't get it anywhere near a school ground around here screwing around at near a school. I'm just asking to get shot by the sheriff's department. That's one thing they don't play around is about schools around here. Like I said, when that guy robbed that dollar store about a half mile from the school that day, and he was running on foot,
Yeah.
and they were trying to get him with the helicopter. The undersheriff, the second in charge of the sheriff's department, who would be under the sheriff, he's like the second in command. He actually pulled up and talked to me and a couple of the bus drivers, and he said if he gets anywhere near this school, we're just going to put him down. We're not going to give him any warnings. He's not allowed. He said if you see that man anywhere near the school, he said push your emergency button in the bus. We'll be here in 2 seconds. He said because we're not even going to give him an opportunity to do anything. He said we're just going to put him down. I said Jesus. Because he had a gun on him. He robbed the dollar store, and it was right down the street from the school. I don't even think it was a half a mile. It might have been like an eighth of a mile. It wasn't very far from the school. And it was right when the kids were getting out to go home for the afternoon. That's a lot of miles for a bike, Jim. Jesus, 170,000. Gold Wings are comfortable though. I've rode on a couple of them with other people. There are some pretty comfortable bikes. I've gone on a couple rides on them. Never owned a street bike myself though. I've just been on a road with some people sometimes. They take me for rides on them. My old boss, he has a really nice three-wheeler trike Goldwing. That thing is really nice. Like riding a Cadillac on 3 wheels. Very plush seats and everything. Well, Jim, hopefully your hip surgery goes good so you can go on your bike ride. Oh, I was the same way, Joe. I used to do the amateur motocross back in the day. I did 125s and 250s. Yamahas is what I rode. I was always a Yamaha person. I did have one Kawasaki, but and then I had a Yamaha 3-wheeler. Or no, it was a Honda. It was a Honda 3-wheeler. God, those things were dangerous, man. You take a corner too quick, you go flying off that thing. That damn thing would want to roll over top of you. I remember, I think it was a Honda. That's been so long ago since we had that bike. When I first started riding, my first bike was a 125. It was a 2-stroke. It's, I don't remember which 125 I had. I haven't had it in a long time. I think it was a YZ 125, I think. If I remember correctly. Yeah, they were a death trap for sure. Dude, I rolled over my 3-wheeler quite a few times. And there was one time, Joe, I kid you not, I was going so fast around a corner on it. I actually rolled it and my head barely touched the ground. I actually did a complete flip on it and didn't hurt myself. I was going that fast. And I actually rolled the whole thing over, and yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was a one in a lifetime fucking save, I'll tell you that. And I remember all it did is my head like touched the ground and scraped the top of my helmet, and then I ended up rolling back over on the other side. Didn't even land on me or anything. Because they ended up I remember they outlawed those from being made anymore. Them companies got sued like crazy over those things. And I'll never forget when I was teaching my cousin how to ride a dirt bike for the first time. He was on my 125 and he was refusing to wear a helmet. I said, "Well, you're not riding my bike without a helmet." And he said, "I'll be fine." I said, "No, you won't." I said, "Put the helmet on." So he puts it on. I get him all strapped in and everything. And and I tell him, I said, "Ease on the gas a little bit, pop it down and, pop it into first gear." What does he do? He freaking floors the gas and then pops it into first gear. The bike takes off and he's holding on to the handlebars as it's like doing this wheelie and goes right into a fence post. And I mean, he chipped the hell out of my helmet, the top of my helmet, because his head went right into the fence post and it was a railroad tie fence post. And I said, "Dude, your head would have been all over that railroad tie if you wouldn't have had that helmet on." ATM 500. Then I also rode Raptors and Banshees, 4-wheelers. God, dude, the Raptors and Banshees were awesome. Man, them Banshees had some power. You want to talk about a 4-wheeler? I didn't have a Banshee myself, but my uncle had 4 of them because he used to do that cross desert race they used to do every year from Southern California to I think it was to Nevada or Arizona. I can't remember. It was when I was really young, but he had a bunch of trophies, and he used to do that desert race, the big desert race they used to do every year.
Yep, it's unbelievable what some people will do, put up with, and some people can do, and some people cannot do.
And then my uncle had what was it? I think they were a Bombardier 600, I think is what it was called. That fucking bike was a
Morning.
monster, man. I think that's what it
Hey,
was called.
TJ.
What's happening?
What's going on with you?
Just chilling. It's my day off today, so I'm just kind of hanging out for now.
Well,
Can't remember.
good.
I got some yogurt this morning.
Oh, wow.
uh,
Oh, Jim, was there a bike called Bombardier? I think it was a Bombardier 600 dirt bike. I think was the name of it. I remember that thing was scary, dude. That thing had a lot of
Justin,
power.
y'all are getting a little strict on the school bus now.
Oh no, I was just with a couple kids that were getting out of hand yesterday.
But they got on the
Oh.
bus today and they were perfect.
Oh, because Captain Justin was in control.
That's right. And I think they went home and might have mentioned it to Mama, and Mama straightened their ass out.
Oh God.
They told me yesterday. I'm gonna tell my mama. I said I don't care.
uh,
I said your mama it
Yeah.
doesn't scare me. I said go
so
home and
wait,
tell her.
what did you ask them if they had their report cards or something?
No, it's an orange emergency, like it's like an emergency card that each student has to have, and we have to have it for each student on the bus. That way, if let's say we get into an accident, we have to evacuate the bus, and the
Right,
authorities show up, we can hand them the cards, and then they can go through them. If like the EMTs or anything, they need to know anything, it'll have all the kids' medical information if they have any allergies, anything like that on it.
yeah.
What's up, Corey? How you doing, man?
Corey, what's up?
Hi, Joe. Captain Bus America. Right.
Captain Busman. Yeah, so yesterday's show was kind of crazy. Y'all just kind of left Paul. Everybody just left like right after David and Mark and Lance got off.
Oh, I left before they did, so I don't know what happened after that. I went and laid down.
Yeah, everybody just left, and then like it is right now, his empty chair was just sitting there.
Oh, they've done that to him like 4 or 5 times over the last couple of weeks. Because he took off to go do something, and they all wanted to go, so they had to leave. So they just left it
Yeah,
up. And if we're not hosts, we can't shut it down. So
yeah. I thought everybody left because somebody else that everybody else didn't like was coming on. I was like, because I was listening to Lance, and he was like, he said that what the fuck did he say?
I wasn't watching the show, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I
no,
went
he
and laid
was
down
saying
watching my TV show.
I guess he said HR was coming in or whatever, and then I'd sent him a message. And I was like, "Who's HR?" And then I was like, "Human Resources." He was like, "Yeah, wife is HR." David mentioned that every time one of us signed off, wife has final say. I was like, "Oh,
Oh, they were probably just joking. Because I did say, I said when Dre left, that HR probably came into his office. They must have ran with that afterwards. I don't know. Because Dre just randomly dropped off out of nowhere, and I was like, HR must have came in.
Yeah, that's how it started. Was Justin said that, and then a couple of people started dropping off because their wives needed them or something, and then that became the joke.
HR, that's funny." What you up to today, Lance?
I've got a doctor's appointment at 9, and just gonna hang out.
Where's Joe at?
I keep forgetting because I know you're on a different time zone than we are, but I keep forgetting. But I was sitting there thinking like 9. It's like 10 o'clock right now. You're like way late.
Yeah, he's 3 hours behind us.
Yeah.
Where's Joe at this morning?
Don't know.
Oh no. Oh no.
Wonder if he had school stuff to go do.
I think he's out flying the Avata 2 finally.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, if the weather's nice, because he was complaining.
He's going to go salvage his erect Avata 2 in the tugboat.
I'm kind of curious if there's if it has anything wrong with it. Because I'm wondering if where it landed in there, if water can get to it, or if it's in a compartment or what. That thing's probably only got about 5, maybe 10 years left before it's completely rusted and gone.
Yeah.
'Cause it's pretty. I would say it's probably about 60% gone already.
Yeah, I would canoe out there with a kid that's about 80 pounds, give him $50, pull right up to the tugboat, say, okay, be careful, get out and get the drone.
Put a rope around his waist and
Yeah.
I wish I lived closer to Joe because I'd like to go out there and do it just to do it. Just take a fishing pole out there with a big hook on the end of it. Because that's the thing with drones, especially like the Avata having the prop guards and everything. There's
Mhm.
tons of shit for you to hook onto. It would be easy to get it. It wouldn't be that hard to hook onto it, especially if you got remember that big 3-hook thing that Joe 3D printed?
Oh,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
a grappling
Yeah,
hook?
you can 3D print a grappling hook and then buy the
By like a by,
like
by like a
hardware
little
for it.
like a long
Just
like a piece of like some rope or something.
Well, no, you can buy. All you have to do is buy the hardware, like the bolts and stuff, to put it together.
Yeah.
But it would be easy with something like that. It wouldn't be hard to hook onto it because there's tons of different places
Well,
where you could grab it.
a grappling hook like has that little eye hole on the end. You just string some rope through it and tie a
Yeah,
knot
you
and
just just use some cords like paracord.
yeah.
Because I think he said it was like 8 or so feet down, so it was like too deep for them to reach down and grab it. But if you had that with 10 foot of paracord on there, it'd be nothing to reach down there and grab that thing. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't remember what brand it was. Let me see, 600 dirt bike. But I remember that thing was a beast, Jim. That thing was scary as hell to ride.
the way to do it in my mind would be because you're going to look in the window, I would imagine.
Oh, there.
Would be to have a grappling hook on the end of a line, small line, and then take a broom and put a notch in the end of it so that the line goes through the notch
Oh
and
yeah,
down.
and then
And
like
then
kind of
and
roll
then
roll the
and then once you hook it, you could take the post out and then just start reeling it in, you know?
Oh, I found
yeah
it, Jim.
like rolling it down like into the boat or whatever you're talking about.
Yeah.
That was it. It
Yeah.
was the Honda XR. I don't know why I was thinking Bombardier, but it was the Honda XR 600. That thing was fucking scary to ride, dude. I don't know why I was thinking Bombardier of all things. I don't know.
Bombardier. You're probably thinking of that scene from Meet the
No,
Parents when he
there's the bike company that used to make bikes. It was made by Can-Am.
Well,
was just-
Bombardier used to be a big manufacturer of snowmobiles too.
And then a Bombardier is also somebody that aims bombs out of an airplane. I mean, it's
oh
bunch of
yeah,
different
Bombardier. I just kept thinking from Meet the Parents when he was on the plane where he's like bomb 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 bomb, 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 bomb,
KTM 500. Oh, that one was bored out, Jim? Oh, yeah, that thing looks nice.
Oh yeah, I think he sent me a picture of that too. I think of his bike.
Well, what Joe ought to do, in my mind, is if he's serious. Of course, he's already collected the money from it because he got paid by insurance. Um, is to have a rescue a drone meetup and had a whole bunch of people come over and go out there on that boat and get it. You know.
Yeah, but I don't think he wants to get it because he doesn't want the insurance company to think he scammed him. So, he doesn't want nothing to do with the damn drone. He's fine with leaving it out there. If somebody else wants to go out there and try to get it, that's on them.
I think there was somebody that did want to, because Johnny was
Well, there's
saying
been a
something
bunch of
about it.
people that said they wanted to go out there and get it. As Randy said, if he lived closer to Joe, he'd go out there and get it.
Yeah.
I mean, the one good thing about it is if there was nothing seriously wrong with it and it hadn't gotten wet or anything like that,
Yeah,
and
because
you really wanted it, you could salvage it for parts if you knew how
yeah,
to do that.
because
So.
he did show us a video of when it crashed, and it was dry when it landed inside the
Yeah,
boat.
but that was also a couple months ago though too. So.
Yeah.
And we don't know where if where in the boat it landed can water get into that area. It might have been dry at that point, but if you got a tide that comes in or anything like that, it could have gotten wet over time. Plus
Yeah,
raining
true.
and everything else. Yeah, I thought Joe just don't want nothing to do with it because Joe already got paid for it, so he'd rather just wipe his hands of it.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you're somebody that knows how to work on the drones and you wanted to salvage it for parts, it wouldn't be a bad way to go.
Jody, what's up?
Oh, Jody.
What's up, Jody?
You get any ships earlier this morning, Paul?
Yeah, first thing this morning I got the Paul Tregurtha outbound.
Oh, okay.
It's online.
There you go. Yeah, so I gained a couple more subscribers on my channel this morning because there's this guy that lives in Ontario, Canada. His name's Jamie. He goes by Joining with Jamie on YouTube, and there was a couple people that subbed on my channel from his chat this morning, which I thought was pretty cool.
I got 8 last week. 8 or
Oh,
9.
sweet.
Yo, TJ.
I've been getting
What up?
I've been getting a lot of traction in the YouTube Shorts, streaming in the YouTube Shorts. Like I'm getting like 3 times as many views on my YouTube live streams in the Shorts than I have on my regular.
Oh, there you
lives.
go.
Plus, I've been getting a lot of new people coming in on the Shorts feed.
Cool.
Joe,
How
do
you
you
like-
live anywhere down near where that drone went in that boat?
Who?
No, he don't live anywhere near.
He's
I
in
used to,
Tennessee.
well, I wasn't real close, but I've been to that tugboat. I went down there with Johnny and Joe. I guess it was after Minefield last year. I stopped at Johnny's and stayed a night at Johnny's, and then that next morning we went to the tugboat, flew, and then
I
after
remember
that I went on back home to Houston. So
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
remember
no,
that because I think didn't Joe show up to that? We'll meet up.
with Well, it wasn't really. I mean, it was just me, Johnny, and Joe because I was in
Yeah, because I
town.
remember he left Paul's show, I think, early to go meet you guys that day.
He may have. Yeah, yeah. Might have
Captain
been.
Joe.
Did
Yeah,
y'all
Captain
did y'all try and recruit Joe's Avada when you were there?
Yeah, he hadn't crashed. That was the year
He
ago.
hadn't lost it yet.
Yeah,
Oh, that was before he had lost
Way
it.
before that, yeah.
yeah. It was
Yeah.
before. It was before South Florida this year. Yeah, I mean, you know, it was a year ago. It was
Yeah.
late August of 24.
So how's
How you
your
liking you liking your new dig so far?
So far, yeah. I'm not moved in yet. I'm here at my friend's place for about a month and a half until. Let me see. Can you see the red barn down the hill?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's my friend's parents' house, and they're gonna be out of there and ready for me to move into by October 1st, I think. So
Okay.
for a month and a half, I'll be up here at my friend's place, me and my 11-year-old daughter, which is fine. There's plenty of room.
Yeah.
Now, will she go to school there locally?
No,
Yeah,
she'll go to school in New York.
Yeah. I'll take her back to Houston every day.
So
That'd be a hell of a bus ride, I'll tell you that,
Man, I
Joe.
tell you what, it's only
Yeah.
15 hours each way.
you know what's cool about moving to a new place like that though? Is you get to like go and explore
Start
all the
fresh.
little local restaurants and
Yeah.
dude. You get to go
I
check
love
out all the
Mexican
local
food. It's
scenes.
not as good up here as it is in Texas, but it's no, it is cool. And the roads are being so different, and you know, especially in the mountainous area, they're all just windy and narrow out here. Like, you know, I'm like 10 minutes south of Maryville. So it's, you know, more than that, it's probably 15, 18 minutes south of the town, you know. So yeah, going to Walmart, it's not 1.3 miles anymore like it was back home. So, but no, it's cool. I don't know. I'll spin my camera around, show you my view here. Just like sitting out here on the porch,
nice.
look at this freaking mountain, you know.
Dude, that's awesome.
It's beautiful. Well, I was here a couple of years ago when I was doing tile work here in the south. I put my Mini 3 Pro up, and I was like, I'm just gonna put it straight up over me, over this deck that's above me right now, and see if, because on the other side of that ridge is the Smokies. We're in the foothills, and it's gorgeous. I've driven over there and flown over there with Barkley, and that was a really cool spot. But I put it up straight from here. I just put no limit, you know, max altitude. Went up to the full 1640, and I was not over that. I was not over that ridge yet to look
Oh wow.
out into the beauty. You know, I was like, holy shit, that's a tall ridge.
That's awesome. Is it cooler
Yeah.
there than it was in Texas?
It's yeah, a little bit. I mean, when I first got here, I was like, felt the same. It was super muggy and very humid, but it cools off at night.
Yeah.
August in Houston anyway is freaking brutal. Even overnight, you know, getting
All right.
down to 82, 88, you know, overnight feels like 94. Like, so yeah, it's definitely more beautiful here.
Let's see. Right now we got 88. Feels like 100 out.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm sitting in
Brutal.
front of a fan and it feels good, but yeah, the temperature's really nice.
Nice.
It's a whopping 70 degrees here, DJ.
Oh, there you go. Send some of that down here.
See what it is in Maryville, Tennessee.
Let's see.
Afraid if I leave this screen, I'm gonna lose it. Internet's pretty bad out here. Actually, the Wi-Fi is good. AT&T is no bueno. I'm gonna have to switch back to Verizon.
Hey, you sure you don't want to come down to Florida? It's 87, feels like 102.
That's what I just said. That's what I just said, Justin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're not near me, so we're usually not the same temperature. 77% humidity. Come on now. No, you missed that.
What was that? Maryville, Tennessee?
Yeah.
Merry or Marry?
Maryville.
Maryville.
Oh,
It is
Maryville,
78,
Tennessee. There it is.
feels like
Vowel.
94. You actually got higher humidity than we do. It's 87%, it says.
Yeah, it's been humid. It has been pretty muggy. It's
By the
been
time
raining drizzly
TJ
a little bit.
looks it up, it'll be midnight and it'll be cooling down.
No, it's 81 feels like 86, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
Let's see,
about
my
right.
app says 78 feels like 94.
What, in Maryville?
Yeah.
It definitely does not feel like 94. Promise you that.
Yeah, I don't know. These fucking weather apps, dude. One will tell you one thing and the other one's completely different.
And
Dude,
TJ will
just-
tell you something else.
Oh, dude, I would love 68 degrees right now, Corey. Shit, that's nice weather. I could be sitting outside in 68-degree weather.
I'm looking forward to fire ring season, fire pit season. Not far away.
Oh yeah, I love the winters in Florida. Not
Oh
overly
yeah,
cold,
the
but
winters
it's
here.
cold.
The winters here is really nice, but it's like fuck, it's fucking cold. It needs to get hot again.
No, I'd much rather be cold than hot. I'll tell you that. At the end of the day, I'd rather
Yeah.
be cold.
Yeah,
I'm over the heat. I'm glad that ship has sailed. You know, I mean, it gets hot here too, but it's so beautiful. They got 4 seasons.
Joe, is
Yeah.
there any chance of forest fires around you?
There's a bunch of damn trees for sure. I'm on like 14 acres of trees. Most of it's trees. And I mean, they do have burn bans. You know, everybody's got a burn pile, but they do have burn bans when it's dry. In fact, they had one a couple months ago, I think they said, because it hadn't rained for a month and a half.
Damn.
So, but yeah, I could certainly see it happening. There's a lot of trees.
Careful flying your quads around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't be as prone to them because they're not like in a drought like California and shit is.
Yeah, exactly.
If you got really wet woods, you're usually okay.
You know what kudzu is?
Oh yeah, it's like really like like really viney and shit like that.
Very invasive. Very, very invasive. There's some places around here, actually just down the street a mile or so, where just the part of forest is just engulfed, man. It's just
Wow, that's crazy.
like all the way to the leaves of the actual tree, like down, you know, up the trunk, down the limbs of these big trees, and all the way to where the leaves are of the tree. It's all just kudzu all the way.
It's just like wrapping around everything.
Everything up power line, up the power pole. It's just crazy.
Oh, it's like that Spanish moss in Florida, dude. That shit is annoying. That shit gets
Yeah.
on everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got my FPV drone caught up in plenty of Spanish moss down there.
Oh yeah, because you'll go down the road and that shit will be all over the power lines and all over
Yep.
the trees. That's what's one nice
Dude,
thing about that.
that shit hanging from the trees at nighttime looks kind of scary. It's like you look at it and like, man, I hope nothing scary or whatever like falls down out of the tree.
Boogeyman's gonna get you, Teej. Don't start.
That's funny. There's
Yeah,
no
the
such
one
thing
good-
as the boogeyman.
The one
Oh,
good thing
hummingbird.
about hurricanes is they will clear your trees out. I'll tell you that because we had one really bad tree in front of our old house, and this thing was just covered in Spanish moss. I mean, you couldn't see through it during the day, even if the sun was coming down right on top of it. It'd just be dark underneath it. But then when the hurricane came through, it was like it just cleaned the tree out. It was so nice looking after the hurricane came through, cleaned all that shit out of the tree.
Yeah.
It looked completely different the next morning. I actually found out a couple weeks ago. I was watching a video. Apparently, Florida's got like one of the deadliest trees in the world, and it's I don't remember what the name of it was, but yeah, you can't stand under it when it's raining because it will like drip this acid shit from the sap on you. You
Really?
can't even burn the tree because it will cause respiratory issues and shit. It's like really bad. It's like one of the most poisonous trees in the world. I've never seen one. Now I know what they look like now, but I have never seen one. But apparently, where there's big concentrations of them, they have like all these warning signs around them and everything to tell you not to stand under them, don't get near them, don't touch them. And
Got
apparently,
a big cypress out here I'd like to cut down. It would, two of them actually. It would really open up the view for the
are
rig.
you allowed to cut trees down in your area, or do you have to get permission to do it?
Man, I mean, I don't know because I just got here, but the owner of this house actually was mentioning that. He said he's pretty sure that one's on his side of the line. So he'd like to cut it down to open. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure like ain't no HOA out here, man. We're in the sticks, you know.
Well, it's not that. It's just some states, like some trees will be protected, and even if they're on your property, you're not allowed to touch them. Like if you live
Gotcha.
in like Northern California or you're in anywhere near the redwoods, yeah, you can't touch those trees. You'll get in
Yeah,
so
well,
much
it
damn
ain't nothing
trouble.
like that. There's a lot of the shits out here. I don't know what they are. I'm not an arborist, but probably just live oaks and some pines. There ain't really a lot of pines, but
Family assistance for life.
Yeah.
It's like even over in like Australia, I don't know if you remember when Tim got his Starlink, he was having issues with one of the
I've told you
trees.
once before, all of my final expense.
But
Pull that
one
back
of
up. Oh, there you go.
yeah, I muted him. But one of
You
the
said,
trees in his yard is a gum tree, and they're highly protected, and Tim isn't allowed to touch it. He actually has to call like a special group of guys out that deal with those trees, and they can trim it back, but they have to do it.
yeah, I think there's the driveway here is like, it's crazy. I had my container delivered yesterday,
Mhm.
which kind of upset about that thing. I mean, I needed it, but a 40-footer was like 2,400 plus delivery. It was going to be like, it was going to be around, and it was coming from Nashville. So it was a good like $700 on delivery. So it's going to be like 3,200 or something for this freaking 40-foot container. Well, the driveway is a good quarter-mile long. It's probably a 60 to 80-foot elevation change from the street to up here. It's all uphill. It's windy. There's trees on both sides. And so when I was going through the process, like they have a little questionnaire and it says, is there room for our 75-foot long truck to get up, to the property? And then my ears kind of raised up.
You're like, oh shit, I don't know.
And I was like, oh shit, that might be questionable.
Philip, what's up?
So I had to get a 20-footer. It was $300 more
That's because it's less freight, I guess it was why.
for half the freaking size. A 20-footer was $2,700 and the 40-footer was $2,450. Now the delivery was a little bit less, about 150 less on the 20-footer, but still, I was like, God, it fucking really chaps my hide. But anyway, it got up here yesterday. Our moving truck is supposed to be here today, this afternoon. So,
Well, it's the same as like on airlines, right? Like a one-way ticket sometimes is more expensive than a two-way. And it's like, and you kind of look at it like, why?
Maybe, but like, I mean, it's double the freaking material, Like a 40-footer is twice it's twice the usable space. Why on earth would it be? And they just kind of classify them as good dry boxes, good dry shipping container, or beat to shit and leak a little bit, like what do you want? Obviously I wanted something dry because I'm storing stuff in it. And like, it's just a class. It don't matter if it's 20-foot or 40-foot. Like, oh, you want a good dry box used? About 2,500 to $3,000.
So was it like a Connex?
20-footer or 40-footer?
Was it like a Connex box, a shipping container?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, shipping.
Those are good storage.
I don't know if I can show it to you because I might lose you way the hell over here. It's a bad side.
Those are
Good
really
morning,
good
Stella.
storage units.
Morning, Paul. Morning,
Yep.
TJ. Morning, Joe.
Tell me if you lose it.
Justin.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. So that's a 20. And
Those are good for garages. I mean, storage.
Yeah, it looks like
all
that
kinds
car
of
would
uses
fit
for
right
it.
in there.
my truck would fit right the hell in it. But yeah, I might like keep it. I may keep it and just keep it as storage. They hold their value, so I could sell it. But I could bury it and make it a storm shelter. I could
That'd be a good idea.
spray foam in.
Oh, lost him for a second.
Frozen.
You can hear us. You're frozen, Joe. Just give it a minute.
What you
Philip's
up to,
sucking up
Philip?
all the bandwidth in his special little
Yeah.
office.
Oh, now he's back.
No, you froze up there for a sec, Joe.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Just that,
I'm on AT&T, man. It's spotty up here on the hill.
Yeah, it's Philip sucking up all the bandwidth in his little special
Yeah.
office.
no, sorry. No,
Are you gonna?
I don't suck on anything. Well,
Not even that blonde chick. What?
well,
God.
there's a difference. They have to have, yeah.
And there goes the conversation in the gutter. So, can you get can you get fiber internet or anything up there? Or are you gonna have to go with like Starlink or something?
I think at the Red Barn where I'm going to be, I think fiber's already run there, which would be good.
That's good.
But up here, I think they have, what did they get? Spectrum. They have
Oh,
Spectrum.
Spectrum. Oh, dude, I hate Spectrum, dude. They're so
Yeah.
horrible in Florida.
And they have them for their phones too, which I guess use for towers. And and my friends, their phones work fine. Like they walk down the driveway. Like I was on Discord with my Squad Mafia guys when I was pulling in. They were riding with me the last hour and a half in here, and like as soon as I got on my street, they were like, "We're losing you, Joe. We're losing you." I was like, "Well, I figured that was gonna." So,
Yeah, that's the one thing when you move to a new place, you got to figure out what cell company works the best. Like in Florida, to be honest, T-Mobile seems to be the best here.
oh God, that was good in Kansas City when I had it then, but when we moved to Spring, north side of Houston, it was like it had to walk through the push and send to try to text message. Oh, there.
Because like
Go
I
ahead.
had a work phone and my personal phone, and the work phone was Verizon and my personal phone was T-Mobile. And there was 3 different neighborhoods that I would go into that were very close to cities. I mean, they were big ass like complexes right outside the cities, like no reason to not have cell service. And my Verizon phone would get nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. But then I'd have full 5G on my T-Mobile phone, on my personal
Yeah,
phone.
see, back in Houston, I had buddies that were on AT&T, and there'd be times where like, man, I got nothing. I got, they weren't a stick, nothing, just had service, but Verizon was all top notch.
Well,
I just
T-Mobile,
switched because we got AT&T fiber, and the salesperson taught me in doing the phone, bundling all the shit or whatever. I wish I
well,
would.
the good thing about T-Mobile is when they bought out Metro PCS and they were based out of Florida, they were getting really big and they were putting their own towers up. And then when T-Mobile bought them, they got all those towers with already whatever towers they had put up. So they got really good coverage in Florida. Because like when Ron was down here a couple of years ago, Ron Lockwood, and he had a Verizon phone. He's like, man, there was so many places I couldn't get a signal. I said, yeah, they're not the best down here.
Yeah.
And then Verizon pledged like over $1 billion to redo their network down here because of the amount of people moving here.
I've got T-Mobile at the house for the 5G, whatever they call it, the hotspot. And speed test wise, I get all the way up to about 220
up and
off
down.
of it. 220 down, about 180 up.
Oh, that's not bad at all. That's plenty usable internet.
Yeah.
You can actually game on that, no problem.
I think we got Comcast down here, but I'm Verizon, but I think the internet is Comcast, so
I had Spectrum. I got rid of
in
them.
Houston. It was good. It was fine.
What was wrong with Comcast, Justin?
I didn't have Comcast. I had Spectrum. I hated them.
Oh.
Because they still run off of off of, well, at least here in my area, they still run off of coax.
Yeah.
They don't have
Yeah,
fiber lines.
Yeah, we had it, and it was good, but we were bogging it down a little bit at times.
See, I went
So
with
that was what we went
Frontier.
with fiber.
I switched back over to Frontier because in our entire county, they've put in fiber lines everywhere, and their shit is fast. I get 2.5, and it's $20 cheaper than the 1 gig service through Spectrum. And I get 2.5, so I get 2,500 up and down. And
Yeah,
I
that's
hardly
great.
ever have an issue with their internet. Like, rarely does it ever go out or anything. Spectrum, dude, it was like every week I was having an issue with it going out
They
for
were
a
telling
day.
me, my friend Jill said that they'll have like her son will be gaming upstairs. Her son-in-law when he's here, he's military. They're fixing to move to Japan, but he was here. He was gaming. Uh, my buddy Chris on online doing his sit. They never had a problem. So it must be, I don't know. It's one geographical thing. Right? T-Mobile good where you're at, that's where I was. Maybe Spectrum's decent. They
Yeah,
said they've
well,
never had an interruption.
the good thing about fiber, see, if a company is running off of like the coaxial shit still, you can be bogged down by your neighbors getting home at a certain time and everybody using, where fiber doesn't have that issue. Like everybody in your neighborhood could be on the same fiber and all be home doing 20 things in each house, and you're not going to notice a difference in speed.
Yeah,
That's the one good thing.
coax is lower speed wise than fiber, and that's the reason why it bogged down. And now I can remember when I first got was it Charter? Yeah, when I first got Charter years ago after DSL, and their problem is they didn't know how to lock down other people that were hooked into the same coax. So you would go to like Network Neighborhood and see all these other computers, and which wasn't good because if they had theirs opened up, you can go to their file system and everything and basically pull whatever you
Wow,
want to off of there.
that's crazy.
It was very crazy.
Because I
And
remember when they first ran fiber here, it was Verizon was the only one that had it at the time. When I first moved here 12 or 13 years ago. But the problem with them is they only had so many connections per neighborhood.
mhm.
And you would call them and say, hey, can I get fiber? And they would literally tell you, nope, sorry, nothing we can do. We don't have any more connections. But now that's not a problem anymore. Now they have as many, they can fully do an entire neighborhood if they want to now. But yeah, it was very limited back in the day. It was really hard to get on the fiber because once somebody got it, they didn't get rid of it
Yeah, that's
because it was
it.
so good.
Well,
Because the only coaxial that it runs now is literally it goes fiber to the outside of the house and they only run through the coaxial of the house, which isn't enough to slow it down. So they can run those speeds through it and it doesn't slow it down because it's only like 30 foot of coaxial
I'm
versus
gonna
our
have to.
time system.
I'm fixing to have to figure out what to do about my AOL account because if they take away my DSL, you know, I'm
Oh, you
screwed.
got dial-up service still?
Yeah.
Yo, what the fuck?
I
What are you
just
saying right
I'm
now?
just kidding. You know,
I was about to
AOL
say.
AOL announced what was yesterday, day before yesterday, they're fixing to discontinue their DSL service. They
I don't
said
know why anybody would have that anymore.
over 720,000 people still have DSL
Oh
service.
my God.
What?
Yep, that's what they said.
Crazy.
That you're at work, Corey. He said he's downloading 350 terabytes. Only took 20 minutes.
Yeah, at work. Hold on. I'll do a
You
speed
doing
test.
those kind of speeds in your house, Corey?
Here, I'm at work. Let me see what our speed test is. Okay, it just pegged out at 480.
What's your ping?
Uh, hold on. I'll tell you in a second.
Oh, there's puppy dogs on Joe.
Oh, fuck you, Corey. Oh,
Ping time 7 milliseconds.
that's not bad at all. That's good ping.
I
Mine
thought
usually
those look like
averages about
the
8 to 10.
look like wild animals at first. Like, what the hell are those?
It's the dogs.
That's Zeus.
Oh.
That's Zeus. That's their dog.
Who's the
My
other
cat
one?
That's over there, Lola.
Oh.
Joe, 1 week to go.
1 week, brother. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Minefield.
Mm-hmm. We gotta.
Damn.
We're gonna have to fly TJ on up.
I know.
Now we won't be able to get you back home, TJ, but you'll have to figure that out on your own. But we
Yeah,
can
I
get
guess
you up
so.
there.
Yeah. Maybe I could ride back with somebody and then maybe like walk the rest of the way or something.
Yeah, I
don't
can
know.
carry you back to Birmingham. I'll drop you off down on First Avenue.
Okay.
But
He's ready to go.
If you can get to Knoxville, if you can get to Knoxville somehow, I'll pick you up at the airport. Take you out.
Yeah.
That's funny.
so he has to figure out how to get 98% of the way there. And then
Yeah.
Joe will
Yeah.
help you out the rest.
Oh, maybe
I
90.
I can pick you up in Memphis when I'm swinging through Memphis, TJ.
You going through
Yeah.
Memphis? You go through Memphis to get there?
Yeah.
All right,
And
TJ,
hit 40.
start getting your thumb exercises going.
I know.
Joe, about what time you think you might roll in?
Probably be there noon, 1 o'clock Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get there at a decent time. I think Bob Casey said the same thing. So we got plans to meet up and go do some practicing. So yeah, we'll probably get there midday, lunchtime sometime.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Me
Looking
too.
forward to it, man. I'm gonna try to make Castle Crash, but I don't know if it's gonna be possible right after, the following weekend.
It's so tough to do that.
It
Well,
is, and I
everybody's-
keep saying the last 2 years I've said I'm not going to Minefield this year so I can go to Castle Crash. I keep going to Minefield because it's just too fun to pass up. All the buds,
Mhm.
all the guys, Dave and Ken and Bob, Scott, all the regulars.
Well, the problem is everybody's over the last couple of years, like everybody and their mom started a damn drone meetup, and
Mhm.
There are
people can only afford to go to so many.
Yeah, but it's good that they're that they're doing more around the country, just for those that have the ability to travel freely, to
Well,
go
and
see different
it-
parts of the country.
Yeah, and it's good for the ones that live in that area because it's a meetup for them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
So I would love to have gone to Spain. God, that was
Right.
just, oh man.
I'd like to
yeah,
go to
we're,
Rhode Island, but that's not in the cards.
Yeah, it's hard. Like there's so many meetups going on, and it's hard to make them all. So I mean,
Shit, it's hard
I
to
guess
make
you gotta,
a couple. Me.
yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. If you went to every single meetup, dude, you'd be spending 20, 30 grand a year.
Yep.
On traveling and expenses and hotels and everything else.
Well, with
Especially
me,
like
it's
if you have to fly to the location.
yeah.
That's a bitch if you're traveling with drones, especially FP, a bunch of lipos. Like I travel with 25, 30 lipos. That's a bitch to get on an airplane with that,
Not so
What's-
much the cocaine, more the lipos.
Yeah, the cocaine. Fucking lipos. This bag of bombs you got here.
No, I'm
yeah.
more worried about your fucking mouthwash.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you got more than 3 ounces of mint green mouthwash here, pal. Hands behind your back.
Yeah, that's when they take you in the back to do a strip search.
Right.
Did y'all
They
did
did
y'all
that,
hear
like,
the other day?
Sometimes they don't do no shit, but when I went to where was it? I'll let y'all finish. When I went to
Hear about the
Florida,
other
they
day,
pulled
the,
my batteries out and wiped it down with the explosive wipes and all that shit. And actually the only thing they didn't care about the lipos so much, the FPV lipos, they pulled out the charging brick for the Air 3 batteries and wiped it like that was what triggered them on their little screen, even though that was in my my LipoSafe, Lipo Fire Safe bag with everything. They just pulled that out. Like,
Well, hold on, go back on that. What the hell are explosive wipes? I've never heard that.
I guess they have, it's like it's almost like an alcohol wipe. They just tear it out of a package, but they wipe it, and if there's any kind of gunpowder or explosive whatever on it, it'll turn a color.
Ah, okay, interesting. I didn't know they did
Are they kind of like dude wipes?
Yeah.
I don't think they're that big, but yeah.
that. I've never
They're
traveled
kinda
with batteries.
They're kind of like just what I said a second ago. They're like those alcohol wipes, like lens wipes.
Yeah, see, I've never traveled with batteries or anything where
That's
they've had to
pretty
do
funny.
that, so I didn't know that was even a thing. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Did y'all see where
It's-
the
Go ahead.
families, did y'all hear about where the airports now, or they got a family line now? That's what holds you up the most at the airport? TSA. What holds up TSA? Families. You know, with the lady with the stroller and stuff like that. Well, now they separated the line and made it a family line over here where they go through, and they said more and more people are smiles now coming out because you're 5 minutes compared to 15 minutes.
That's a lot when you got
15. I don't know where. I mean, that must be a small airport. But
Yeah, true.
to get through TSA at most of the airports I've been to, I think when I was flying back home from Florida, and I was going to Florida to Charlotte, I think, man, it was probably 25, 30 minutes just to get to the scanner.
Oh, have you gone
That
to
was
the
out of-
full
that
body
was out of
scanner
Orlando.
before?
That was out of Orlando.
Have you been through a full body scanner? Did they have that there?
You mean like where you go in the little thing and raise your arms up and
Yeah, and it scans
Yeah.
around your whole body.
Yeah, I've done one of those before. That thing's crazy. Like,
that's getting to be
and
more common.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing that more and more.
dude, I'm so scared to go through those things because every time I go through, like, I'll step out and something will happen, then they'll wand me down, and I literally don't have anything on me. But like, if the wand thing, it'll go off and it'll get my back every time because I have metal and shit inside my back, and what gets it.
Yep. Yeah,
Hey,
I
Justin,
thought
I'm going to make you the host, okay?
All right. Oh yeah, when they gotta go through strollers and all that shit, yeah, that takes time.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
I'm driving to South
Oh yeah,
Florida.
that was annoying too at one point. Taking your shoes off every time you have to go through TSA and everything. Dude,
Oh,
that shit
yeah.
was-
Well, that's
Well,
because that
what I-
guy, what was the guy back in the 70s or 80s had that shoe bomb?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What I
Yeah.
can't understand is why didn't somebody think about this family line years ago?
Stand here. Get up here.
Yeah. Well, they do have a quick check-in too. You can pay for.
Yeah,
right?
the pre-check, TSA
Yeah.
pre-check. That's
$180.
is that what it is per year? 180?
I think it's 180.
Yeah, I thought it was 80 something.
So
but
you
even
pay
if
a
it's
yearly
180,
fee for it?
Yeah.
Well, I
You,
guess that's not bad if you're traveling a lot.
I
Yeah.
think if you're traveling a lot, I think what it is they go through a background check, and all that, and it's it's kind of, you've already been
A little less evasive
cleared
on the
basically
searches.
as the same person. That's not gonna, whatever.
Well, people can change overnight, Joe.
Background check. That's why I laugh. Well, that's why I always laugh about the gun control arguments. It's like, dude, the laws are already there. Criminals don't care about the laws.
Yeah.
Putting more laws on the books ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah. Well, that gun's not registered. Well, duh.
Yeah, he's a criminal. What do you think? I mean, it's and that's the thing is like I said, putting more laws on the books doesn't do anything. We already do background checks. Like the guy that did the Vegas shooting. To this day, they still don't know what his motive was because the guy didn't have any medical issues. The dude had tons of money, wasn't any financial issues. He didn't have any kind of mental where he was in therapy, nothing like that. Wasn't on any medications. His family to this day still doesn't know what the fuck triggered him or why he did it. To this day, they have no idea what caused that dude to do it. He had nothing that would have, would have been a precursor to it. The dude was worth millions and wasn't facing any financial issues, nothing. They couldn't find anything in his background that would have predicated why he would have done something like that. Some people just snap one day.
True.
Background checks only do so good. I mean, look at law enforcement. We all know that there's bad cops. I would say 99% of them are good. You got that 1 or 2% that are bad, but look at the amount of shit they go through to become a cop. And then you find out later on that some cop was pulling women over, like that one in California, raping women. Background check and a lie detector ain't going to tell you that.
That's
the guy
it.
was going to do that. It is what it is. I mean, unfortunately, there's bad people in every industry. No matter how much you try to do, your due diligence on them. A couple of years ago, had a shoe bomb in his foot and went on fire. Oh yeah, I remember that. The guy with it wasn't successful or whatever. It didn't like. Yeah, I remember that.
How do you
Forgot about that.
like? How did he do it? How do you do a shoe bomb? That's kind of weird.
He built it within the sole of the shoe, and then he tried to light it, and it didn't work, and people jumped on top of him.
Oh, so it just randomly just started a fire or whatever?
Yeah, but it didn't. I guess he just didn't make the bomb very well, or didn't know what he was doing. I don't know.
Oh. That's
I went
crazy.
through one. I don't remember where it was. I went through one. It's been the last couple of years where they didn't make me take. They wouldn't make anybody. I think that was no. I was gonna say I think it was the full body scanner thing, but I remember taking my shoes off in there or before that. I don't know. I remember one airport. They're like, no, keep your shoes on.
No, the funniest video ever was when that chick went through TSA and her brother and her dad filled up the whole top of her suitcase with dildos and shit. And she went through there and the TSA guy opened it. Oh my God, this girl was so embarrassed. And it was so her reaction and the TSA guy's reaction was fucking hilarious.
I don't think I
How
saw
long
it.
ago was that?
Let me see if I can find a video. It was hilarious as hell.
So I take it. What's that they always say when you're walking down the halls of an
Every time-
airport?
Like,
If somebody
what?
if somebody else packed your bag that you're unaware of, da da da.
yeah, like I always like when I do travel and go to the airport and stuff, like I'm looking around and people be carrying like these big ass fucking suitcases. I'm like, man, I wonder what's in there. I wonder what they got. I wonder what they're traveling with. I wonder
Bunch
what
of
they got
clothes.
inside. Excuse me, sir, ma'am. I see inside
I'm not
your
going to play
bag.
the sound because it's just music, but yeah, it's pretty funny. Watch the TSA guy's reaction, though. It's hilarious. And she has no idea it's in there. It's a big old double-sided one.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I did see that.
The one that you see his face, he's like,
my god.
Yeah, the way he looked at her.
yeah. And her family did that to her.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, I have seen that before. That's funny.
Oh, it's funny as hell. I've always wanted to do that to somebody when I go through there.
That's funny.
I went to a conference out in Colorado years ago, and they had
What's up, Mark?
their little
Philip, TJ, Justin,
hey
Mark,
Mark,
how you doing?
Lance.
they had
Joe.
their little giveaways, and it was the
Paul's chair.
I'm Paul.
the trolls. Y'all remember the little trolls with
hair?
the wicked hair and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, these were where you hit them and they go. So the guy at TSA was bringing stuff out of my bag and he brought it out, and I hit him on top of the head. And he goes. The guy with TSA was like,
That's funny.
Wonder why a grown ass man has a troll in his bag.
yeah. Because I was carrying it home to my son, because my son was like 5 years old at the time.
Where'd you find that at?
Oh, it was a conference. They had these giveaways at these conferences and stuff, and that was one of them.
Dude, if you want to go to a conference and bring home a load of useless shit,
Yeah,
that's the place to go.
you got it.
They'll
You
give
got
you so many keychains and pins and all kinds of shit.
So, that wasn't like a Funko Pop, was it?
It was something like just these little. I mean, it was just like a troll with these hair on it, but
But it had
if you hit him,
was
it
a
had a
bobble,
spring,
like
and it's kind of like a bobble,
bobblehead.
but he would go up and down.
Sarah used to go to the medical conferences every year, and she'd bring back so much shit. I mean, cups and pins and keychains. I mean, just loads of shit. And every once in a while, you'd get some good shit. Like you go to she used to go to the Vision ones for the Eye Expo for the eye industry, you know, doctors and shit.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, she'd come home with like a brand new pair of Ray-Bans or something she got free from the booth that was handing out Ray-Bans and shit.
No, that's what happens.
Sometimes she gets some really nice shit. But
that's what happens at the drone meetups. You go there and you collect so much shit, like stickers and keychains and all kinds of stuff. And
I'll tell you, the one good thing about working in the medical field is those drug reps will give you all kinds of good free shit. Like they'll come in and give you like brand new Yeti cups. I mean, real nice shit. I mean, they'll just bring in thousands of dollars worth of stuff and just hand it out for free to all the staff. Like Sarah used to get all kinds of free sunglasses when she was working in the eye doctors. She used to get all kinds of free sunglasses and everything. And they'll come in and they'll bring in like these really good meals and everything for everybody, food and shit. All right, enough. Go lay down.
Is Bo bothering you?
No, Tyson, he's whining. Come
No.
on. Want to come up here and sit? All right, sit down on my lap. Be quiet.
Is it not letting me do that?
He's mad because I locked his brother out of the room because he'll fucking tear my bed up if I let them both in here. They'll get up there and start wrestling with each other.
Was that this morning?
No, they do it every morning. Because Bo's a big ass boxer, you know, he's a big like 80-pound boxer.
Right.
Nothing but muscle. And then Tyson's a little Chiweenie. It's like 10 pounds, and they'll get on there and start wrestling all over my bed and tear my bed all to hell.
You have to wash your sheets every time, don't you?
I think something. I think TJ's related to Andrew.
Oh, because I'm asking a lot of crazy questions.
Yeah.
Possibly. Maybe.
Well, no, because dogs like to have fun and stuff, and like play.
No, Andrew asks a lot more random questions to people that it doesn't pertain to.
Yeah.
Like last night, he kept asking Dre about the fire in the Grand Canyon and all these other states Dre didn't live in. I was like, how's Dre gonna know?
Yeah, because I know when animals start fighting on your bed and stuff, like dander and hair will start coming off and everything.
Oh, if you got dogs, dude, you're gonna deal with hair regardless.
Yeah.
There's 4 in this house. One of them's mine, but there's 4 in this house.
And some are a lot worse than others. Like you get a dog like a long, say like a golden retriever with long hair. God, you got fucking hair everywhere. It seems like no matter how much you brush them, it just keeps coming off.
Mine's not really long hair, but she sheds like a son of a bitch. Oh my God.
Yeah. My dogs are both short haired, but they still shed like crazy.
Must have Precious didn't shed all that much at all.
Philip, how many birds you bringing next week?
I'm bringing the Vada 2, the Mini 4 Pro, this cheap $20 Neo that I got.
I want to fly that Neo. I hadn't flown one yet.
Well, I've got a Neo I've got a Neo that's supposed to be here hopefully today. I got it for $169 on a flash sale type deal. And they've been kept on saying, sorry, we're late. Sorry, we're late. And I hate stuff like that. But
I
if it
broke up for
doesn't,
the last 10 seconds. I heard I got a Neo that's supposed to be here, and then it stopped. What'd you say?
I got a Neo that's supposed to be here today.
Oh,
It's
okay.
supposed to have been here 2 days ago. And that's one of those deals. So I'm hoping, and I got it for $169
Okay.
and now it's back up to $199. So hopefully it shows up. But I also on TikTok bought a $20 one that looks like a Neo, but it's smaller than a Neo, and it has a little cheap controller and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I need to fine tune it. It's drifting. It
Oh, is it?
drifts on me.
God, I hate ones that you have to trim manually.
Yeah. You want
I'm
more?
gonna try. I think I'm gonna try and I'm gonna fly mine today, hopefully, because I was talking with Al yesterday, and he was like, "Man, I asked him, does the Neo record audio?" He was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Well, last time I flew it, I think I was talking and I couldn't hear shit when I would rewatch the video." And he was like, "Well, you got to hit the microphone button."
Yeah, you have to record before it records.
Yeah.
Now, does it do a thing where it cuts out the drone audio so you don't hear all the drone noise?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Now, is it recording from the Neo or recording
No,
to the phone?
it records from your phone.
Okay, that's what's up.
But when the final video is done, it does cut out the drone noise or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look
There are
at
two settings. You can have it so that it has some noise in the background or none.
Alex has got a video where he's using his Neo and you can't hear the Neo.
Mm.
Yeah, because it would be nice, like on some of these drones, like if you want to do some nature type shots, if you could fly through the woods and not catch any of the drone noise and not have to artificially put, sound over it.
Yeah, but you wouldn't hear any of the natural sounds either.
Yeah.
All
That's the
you would
thing.
hear is voice.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. It'd be kind of cool if they did have something like that.
Joe, you look like you're enjoying living there.
Man, it's the calm before the storm. I promise you, dude. Yeah.
Did that storm hit you yesterday?
These little
hammocks,
things hanging from the damn. I'll tell
Dude,
you what.
I love those damn things. The air chairs, those things are fucking awesome.
I'm jealous, Joe. I
was
really
out here
am.
last night. I was right here for about 2.5 hours last night, just watching John Malecki videos, woodworker.
I love John Malecki. He's funny as hell.
He's awesome, isn't he?
I watch his channel all the time.
Yeah.
Did that storm hit you yesterday, Joe?
What's that now?
Did that storm hit you yesterday?
We got not awful, but we've gotten a little bit of rain every day. It was yesterday morning, and I think the night before, like Wednesday. What's today? Friday? My days are all screwed up. Yeah, I think it was Wednesday night and a little bit Thursday morning. But not too bad.
TJ John,
you are from? Is it Owning, Maryland, or something?
Maryville, Tennessee.
Yeah, well, no, the golf was in Maryland.
Oh.
And they stopped it because of the storm for about 2 or 3 hours.
So TJ, John Malecki is, I think he was an ex-football player, wasn't he, Joe?
Yeah, he's an offensive lineman for the Steelers.
And then he was really into woodworking, and he started a YouTube channel, and he's gotten really popular on YouTube. But he's funny as hell.
He does a lot of cool builds, like for customers, but then a lot of his videos are like he does like the TikTok hacks. Like he'll try to build something that you see on all those like little shorts. Hope you can hear me.
Yeah. The one thing I don't like, I would say the only thing I don't like is about his videos is he's not as thorough as I would like him to be when he does stuff like that. But he is funny though. I do still enjoy his videos.
Yeah, it's good content, and it's Sam, the little skinny kid.
Oh, I love Sam. He's my favorite.
Sam's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
just like real dry, and he he's got his little mustache growing in now. He's funny. He's funny, dude.
I,
The whole,
lo-
I
I,
mean, like,
lo- I love when he tries to when John tries to do shit to his Ranger, and he's like, "No."
yeah,
He loves that fucking truck.
yeah, I know.
I'll put his YouTube channel in the chat, TJ. You probably like. I'm not really into like woodworking, but I enjoy his channel. Like he does, where he went into Walmart and he bought like every power tool in Walmart and did a review on them. And then they did the one where they did the power drills and they put them up against each other. That shit was funny as hell.
Yeah, sometimes one of the videos, like he bought what is this, $1,000 mystery pallet of, I think it was power tools, and it
Yeah,
was all,
he's done a
it was
few of
like
those.
Park brand Walmart, and like there was some Cobalt in there, and there was some DeWalt, but it was all just a pallet of shit. And yeah, he was testing all those out. The builds that he does are really good, like for customers. He does live edge epoxy tables, and they got CNC machine, and it can, it's just cool to watch all the tools work. And like, because I like woodworking, so.
Malecki is. I thought was I thought it was with a B or something, but it's Malecki.
Yeah, he's got some.
And then another really good one is Blacktail Studio. He is phenomenal. Like his builds are incredible, and it's real monotone voice or whatever, and they're long form. Both John and
And he's
Pam.
got a lot of subscribers too. So
The one thing about John is his videos aren't super serious,
Right?
and they're very comedic, which makes them more
They
fun.
are. Yeah, which is fun.
So
Blacktail Studios is very. I mean, he has some funny stuff that he says, but he's.
I don't know who that is. I've never seen his stuff.
Look at Blacktail Studios. That's a really good one.
He used to be a wrestler, you said?
No, football player.
A football player, that's right.
He has the Steelers logo that he probably made up on his wall in his shop.
Yeah, I really like the stuff they got into doing the resin tables and stuff. The resin, they've been messing around with that.
Yeah, those resin tables are awesome.
And I love the Makita truck. I really wish they would take that and fully restore it and make it look new again. Like every time I see it, I'm like, man, you haven't seen the little red Makita truck that they bought?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying I wish they would take that thing and actually have it fully restored, get the body work done on it, redo the interior. Because that thing is pretty cool.
Yeah, take it to Phantom Works.
Now I watched the episode he did the other day where he was testing all the as seen on TV shit that Billy Mays did back in the day.
Yeah.
And I loved when Sam was sitting there doing the thing with the water, that thing for cleaning the cars, and he's sitting there and it looks like he's jacking off the bucket. He's going up and down with it. It was funny as hell.
I put my headphones on in the wrong time. Anyway, hey, I gotta run.
All right, Philip. Don't work too hard out there.
I'm trying not to, but they keep on calling me.
Take care, man. I'll see you in a week. I'm gonna get
Joe.
off here too, guys. I'm gonna take care of some phone calls I need to make and get stuff ready for my my trailer coming.
All right, Joe. Have a good day, man.
All right, man. Y'all too.
See you guys later.
Y'all.
See y'all.
Now you'd probably like his channel though. Check it out later, TJ. He's got some fun.
Yeah,
videos.
I just subscribed. So
Like I said, I'm not even into the shit that they do, but with the comedic part of it, it makes the videos very entertaining.
looks like he makes some pretty nice shit.
Oh, he does, but his videos themselves are not super serious.
Yeah.
Like they do a lot of comedic type stuff in their videos.
Oh, okay.
Which, like I said, that's why I like watching Bikes and Beards too. I'm not really into motorcycles, but he does some. I like his content because he's pretty funny.
Yeah.
There's a couple channels I watch that I'm not into the stuff that they actually do, but I like their personality on their channel. So it makes the videos a little bit more watchable. Where did Paul go? Cause I need to leave.
I
He may be
yeah.
host.
I think he went to go fly a ship as usual. I think.
Yeah, cause
'Cause,
I gotta
I
take
think-
off and he may be host.
Well, I mean,
Alright.
we could just
It's alright.
end, we
If
could
you've
just
got to
end
go.
it. And we'll be back
Alright.
later if you want.
Yeah.
All right,
Alright.
we'll see you later on.
Everybody in the chat, we'll catch y'all later and we'll see you again